If we're experiencing a pain deep in our buttocks or running down our leg, we might have piriformis syndrome. The piriformis is a small muscle that goes underneath our glutes, and if it's overly tight or spasming, it can press against our sciatic nerve, or if it's over long and weak, that can also cause issues with our sciatic nerve. So piriformis syndrome is a form of sciatica because it has to do with irritating or pulling on our sciatic nerve. If you've already done the straight leg test and you felt that in your buttocks or leg, then that might be a positive sign that you have piriformis syndrome. If you did the straight leg test and you didn't have a positive sign, here's another test we can do to see if we might have issues with our piriformis that's causing problems with our sciatic nerve. So if we lay on our back and we do a self-test, or we bring our knee up just past 90, and if we internally rotate our leg on one side, and then check and see if we internally rotate our leg on the non-painful side, if we have more range of motion on the non-painful side and less range of motion, so less range of motion on the painful side and more range of motion on the non-painful side, then that might be a sign that we have a spasm or some short piriformis. Conversely, if one of our internal rotations goes a lot longer and one of our internal rotations is kind of normal, then we might have a long and weak piriformis on the painful side. So that's a test we can do to see if do we have short piriformis syndrome, is it tight and spasming and pressing on our sciatic nerve, or do we have long piriformis syndrome, do we have a weak and long piriformis? And what we need to do for each of those is different. So if we have a short piriformis, we might need to do some mobilization, we might need to do some stretching, and we might need to do some strengthening of our glutes and retraining to make sure we're using our glutes correctly so we're not overtaxing our piriformis. If we are long and weak in our piriformis, then foam rolling to add some pressure to help calm it down might be a good way to help relieve some of that pain, and then doing some strengthening exercises to make sure that it's strong and not long and weak. So here's some tests we can do to see if we might have piriformis syndrome. Try it out.